Gosh, guys, we are back. We are back. We are freaking back. I'm so excited. We're making huge progress on here, on this Civic. And today we're gonna drop the subframe and the rear trailing arms and disassemble the whole back suspension. So, have you liked? Have you commented? Have you subscribed? Yo, so did you guys get down on the Harbor Freight sale or what? Because I know I did. I look forward to it every freaking year. They always do like an after Christmas sale. Yeah, they always do it like a few weeks after Christmas. It's perfect because it's like right when you start getting your first checks for the year. But anyways, so yeah, check out what I got. Let me turn the camera around. You know, I might have hyped it up a little bit too much, saying like, "Oh, look what I got!" But we just got another pair of jacks. I've been needing another pair. I wanted to get green, like the ones I have right now, underneath Nona, but no, we'll just have the blue. How do you get the blue? Anyways, not a big deal. But you know what? So yeah, I'll set that up in a minute. Okay, so what are we doing today? Excuse the mess, guys. I understand that like my garage is very, very messy. I'm going to buy some shelves soon. Okay. So here's what we're doing today. We're gonna drop the subframe today. That's gonna be like the main goal today to get done. So subframe along with the steering rack. Steering rack should, yeah, it's connected to it obviously. It'll all just fall out. So, but anyways, so yeah, let me set everything up, and then I'll catch back up with. All right, guys. So that's that. We got the whole car on the jack stands, and yep, the car will live on jack stands for a good while until we can address, basically, yeah, at least, yeah, until we can address all the underside of the car and yeah, like the whole suspension, and then we'll set it back down. Okay, so and then also in this video, just to make it more worthwhile, because if I just drop the subframe only in this video, it'll be pretty short. So we're also going to disassemble the whole rear suspension too. So that should be fun. Alright guys, so alright, so let's just get started with our subframe here. I've already sulked down a couple of our bolts here with the PV blaster, so just kind of bear with me as I try and hold this camera as I do this. This is a new camera, so I'm getting used to it. There we go. Okay, let's go. So 17 for our first bolts. Alright, there we go. Out. Alright, so for our next bolt, right here, should be 17 as well. So on this one, I'm not gonna totally blast it all the way off, because I kind of want it to hold the weight of the subframe, because I don't want the subframe to just come crashing down on me on this side. So yeah, you kind of see how it's starting to already want to come down. So I'm gonna go on the other side and loosen the other ones. Alright guys, so I ended up calling in reinforcements. You know, just put the jack up against the subframe just to give me an extra hand, literally. Like literally I just got an extra hand. So, okay. But same on this side as the other side. 2 17s. But now that we have that, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and let this come off a little bit more than I would. It's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Okay, there we go. Might get some leverage here. Hold on, there we go. There we go. Alright, and then let's get our other one. Okay, so now I'm going to lower the jack a little bit. Let's see if I can do this gracefully. Okay, there it goes. Okay, we're going to loosen the bolts a little bit more. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and knock them all the way out. We'll stop beating around the bush. There we go. And I just gotta get the other one on the other side. Okay, so let's go ahead and just drop it all the way down. It should be alright, whatever. Nobody's underneath, so it's all good. See if we can just go down gracefully though. Kinda. Oh, no. Sort of, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's out. Alright guys, so, and that's that. Subframe is out. Let's go ahead and take a look underneath here so you guys can see what we're working with underneath here. Like restoration wise. Okay. Hold on, let me grab my light and shine it. So, yeah. The undercarriage is like in dire need of like cleaning. Dude, Toucan Sam. Y'all see him? Toucan Sam, bro. Dude, I forgot he was on my shift linkage. I like having like a little shift charm. Bro. Dude, Toucan, I gotta get you out of there. I'm sorry. I won't let you down, bro. I won't let you down. But yeah. So here's some first looks underneath the car. It doesn't look too bad. Like it doesn't look terrible. There's a lot of work, but it doesn't look terrible. We'll figure it out. We'll get it going. Anyways, okay, so let's jump to the back. Alright guys, so now it's time to take, let's tear down the whole rear suspension. So we're going to, take everything off that you see. We're going to take the trailing arms off too. So we'll just make this like a how to remove your trailing arms kind of video. But we're only going to do it on one side, obviously. So you can kind of see like back here where I cleaned up these wheel wells like real nice because I was getting ready to refinish these ones. Here's where I kind of stopped. But yeah, getting all that stuff out of this wheel well was like so hard. Because I wanted to maintain the factory paint and the factory coating, because this factory coating is still pretty tough. It's got like a texture to it, so I wanted to keep that. Let's go look at one of the front wheel wells just to show you a comparison. Yeah, you see how these are all just dirty and gross. Let's hop on the other one. Organize my tools a little bit. I need to get shelves and a toolbox in here. Here we go, I got a light on this one. So yeah, you can see like just like how gross these wheel wells are. The whole car underneath looks like this. So the whole car underside needs to be refinished. So we'll get into that when it's time. But anyways, let me cut this clip and we'll get back to the other side. All right, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start disconnecting our trailing, I'm going to disconnect our lower control arm bolts first. So yeah, let me go ahead and do those. Man, I might try and get like a little GoPro mount or something to like mount on my face while I do these how-tos for y'all. So there's another 14 over here. I'm gonna wait to disconnect this because I want this to help hold the trail arm so it all just doesn't come crashing down. Okay, so we got a 14 right here. Make sure you have another wrench with you too, just in case you need to hold a bolt. In this case, yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and disconnect this one over here. All right, so our next 14. Ideally, LCA should just knock out now. There we go. Okay, LCA down there. So let's jump up top and let's take our coilover out. I'm pretty sure it's 214s up top. Let me change my socket out. Okay, so I lied. It's actually 215s. So, yeah. Sorry about you. Wait. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, 215s. This will probably drop down below. Hold on, let me be prepared for that. Okay, coilover out. We don't do things gracefully around here, if y'all haven't noticed. Okay, y'all. So next, let's go ahead and get this bolt, this 14 right here. So this is going to disconnect the trailing arm from like the mid part of the chassis wheel well, if that makes any sense at all. Just be prepared. This is gonna swing down. Like, it's still connected over here, obviously, but just be prepared. It might violently move around, is all I'm saying. Okay, here's my setup. I'm gonna try and film and do this at the same time. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and disconnect this arm from the chassis. This one is, yeah, just 214s. Oh dang, it wasn't even that tight. Oh, I think it's because, I don't know. I don't know why they weren't that tight. All right, y'all. So like the next thing that we should be thinking about, so we can drop these trailing arms is we need to fully disconnect our e-brake cable. So I'm already disconnected in the cabin, obviously, but back here we're connected, and then it feeds through the trailing arm, which I'll show you guys where it feeds through the trailing arm. But let's go ahead and loosen this real quick. Okay, so bolt, little washer setup, and then this should just slide off, just like that. All right, guys, so now we are underneath the car, like right where the trailing arm is at, and there's a bracket right here that holds the cable. So it's a 12 millimeter, so we'll go ahead and knock this one loose. And I think after this bracket is loose, we can feed the cable through the trailing arm. So let me jump out back in front and start to feed this through. But it doesn't connect anywhere else on the trailing arm. There's another bracket right here, but that connects to the actual chassis. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, so yeah, as we can see, the cable's right here. So we'll just go ahead and start pushing that and feeding it through. And there we go. Okay guys, so now we need to start thinking about taking our brake fluid line brackets off. So it's just a bunch of 12s back here. So there's like 5 of them. So well, there's 2 different brackets, but so bam, bam, and wait, I think there's 4. 4 of them? Yeah, let's see. Yep. 12, 12. One up here. Cool. All right, so now that's loose, and then let's go ahead and get our brake banjo off too while we're here. Why not? Let me grab a 13. I'm pretty sure it's a 13. Oh no, it's a 14, and I have a 14 right here. Let me grab some towels. Let me grab some paper towels. It's gonna make a mess. It's gonna get a mess. Let me get right. Let me get right. Let me get right. Let me get right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 14. Okay. Oh, that's Sunday. Damn, that thing was on there tight. Here comes the ooze. Dude, I wasn't ready. I was like sort of ready. Come here. I'm trying to take the banjo bolt. Give me it. Yeah, whatever. Just gonna wrap this up. It's being a pain in the ass. Bro, I hate brake fluid. Alright guys, so here's the next two bolts that we need to loosen so we can get this trailing arm to drop. So you have two 17s, right? One right here and one right here, right there, if you can see that. But yeah, this is going to be super difficult for me to film and do at the same time, so you won't see a clip of this, but yeah, I just wanted to point the bolts out. It's super simple, so you shouldn't miss them. Okay, so I'm going to try and show this the best I can. There's another bolt that we need to disconnect. It's right here. This is like it adjusts like the toe, I think, of the trail arm. I don't know. It's like a small, I forget the name of that piece. A lot of Honda guys know the name of that piece. I'm just blanking on it right now. Anyways, so yeah, there's a 14 that holds it right there, if you can see that. Anyways, another thing, it's just another bolt that's just going to be too hard to film, so I just wanted to show you guys it though. Well, there it is, guys. We got it out. So that's that. But yeah, dude, this bushing like was not even like being a bushing anymore. Like this bushing was not bushing anymore. Is that how you would say it? This bushing was not bushing anymore. Dude, I don't know what I'm saying. What's the name of this piece? I forget it, but that thing's shot too. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for this one, for this vlog. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are learning stuff. I hope I'm explaining things okay to you guys, but yeah, if you're enjoying the content and you want to see where I take this build, be sure to give me a sub and, you know, give me a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So anyways, we'll see you next time.